Hey everyone, it's Sabrina Jean. I hope you're doing well. I'm going to be recording a few pick a card readings today, but the first one I want to start with is the topic, will you be moving soon? So for those of you who are wanting to move, you're wondering if you'll be able to move, this is a pick a card reading for you. You can choose according to the cover card image or the crystal, or of course the timestamp, whichever one resonates most for you. If you're drawn to the castle, this is a purple fluorite. If you're drawn to the treehouse, it's a yellow calcite. If you are, I don't even know really what for sure to describe this as, but this temple home, it's a dragon's blood jasper. Or out in the woods, a wilderness with something in the background, a farmhouse perhaps, is an angel Aura Quartz. So what do you need to know? Will you be moving soon? Let's find out. Group number one. Hello, group number one. If you were drawn to this pile, this aspen spirit courage with the castle, the aspen trees, the butterflies, or even maybe the purple fluorite got your attention. I wanted to start before I get into the cards, acknowledging the fact that I know that many people are in a sticky situation as far as their living arrangements are concerned. So I'm also keeping that in mind for your best interests as well. So let's just dive into the cards to determine what you need to know about the ability to move soon. Honestly, I want to pull another one of these from this deck. What more does group number one need to know about moving? Oh, manifesting dreams. So the next time you move, it's in alignment with a dream, something that you've been wishing for. Your vision, something you've been visualizing, dreaming about, longing for, wishing for, imagining. Okay. Building dreams. Wow. So something just said a dream is going to come true for you. Group number one. So this next move does have something to do with your life path, your purpose, and your destiny, a particular cycle or phase in your life. Okay, there's the lovers. Let me fix the light really quickly. Well, that didn't help, did it? Oh, maybe a little bit. Okay. And, okay, integration. You've been in a process of becoming more whole. You've been leveling up. So your next home is aligned with your spiritual purpose as well. I want to pull, do I want to pull another one of those? I don't know, maybe not. Let's go to this deck. So will you be moving soon? Okay, the idealization, 8th house. Oh, okay, we don't need a zodiac sign for this video reading. So the spiritual process or leveling up that I was already tapping into, group number one, technically you've been going through a process of spiritual growth and maybe realizing or sacrificing, having to let go of maybe where you think you should be living. It might have been a little bit overly idealistic. But again, you've been navigating or reclaiming your own personal power. A major change, a major shift is happening in your life. And this is, again, all aligned with your astrology, technically. Maybe some of you have been a little confused or wondering, will you be able to move? Or how come you haven't been able to move? Okay, everything has been working to help you to shift into more self-confidence and empowerment. That needed to happen before you would be able to move. Okay, so I want to pull some tarot cards. For group number 1. What do they need to know about moving? Will they be moving soon? Will they be able to move soon? Group number 1. Let's start with those. Oop, there's this one. Ooh. Literally, the next time you're going to be able to move, it's going to be an opportunity. You're going to have to take a leap of faith. However, fortunately, I have experienced these kind of cycles in my life so far, multiple times. In fact, this leap of faith kind of happens to me, personally, every 10 years. So I know what that feels like. So everything should be lining with you, but encouraging you to take a leap of faith based on your confidence and your ability to move. So there's 5 of Cups, there's Ace of Wands, 8 of Swords. I have room for 2 more tarot cards. So group, what more does group 1 need to know? There was that one. Oh my gosh, right? Realizing that it is in your best interests to move, and you're also ready. Do I want this card? If I have to ask myself if I want it, it's probably not the right card. What's this one? Of course. It's all about confidence, self-esteem, empowerment, and taking action, self-assertion. By the way, self-assertion is this new Saturn in Aries transit, which just began last night. Saturn's going to be moving through Aries for the next 2.5 years or so, inspiring you to take action. But keep in mind, it's also really important to pay attention to, when it's time for you to move, everything is going to come into alignment. You're going to know, you're going to have the money, the confidence, the know-how. You're going to know where you want to go. And so now I want to stop really quickly and ask all of you, what recently have you been wishing for? I know that there are many people that come to my pick a card readings because they've been wanting to move. But if the move isn't aligned with your spiritual purpose, meaning also your spiritual values, where you move to needs to support you on your path of building your dreams. This next move might also move you away from anyone else or anywhere else you've ever been, including people that you thought supported you on your journey. There's definitely taking a leap of faith that is required here. Let me just look at the numbers really quickly. Well, if there's Saturn and there's 8th house, I'm thinking, Neptune and 8th house. So you've got 0. Actually, you've got 2 aces, the Magician. You've been dealing with some sort of fears around money. You've got, the 8, the 5. You've been going through a transformation, but changing how you work with money, your relationship with money, and even realizing how much money you actually need in order to move, in order to survive. And so over these last couple of years, you've been in a process of navigating those fears. Can I earn enough? Will I have enough? And this is the reason why you haven't moved yet. Sorry, I just realized the timer was still going. I'm thinking, I want to pull another card, so I don't really know how long there was a silent spot, if there was a long one. Sorry about that. But I do want to pull I do want to pull some more cards to try and get a timeline. Oh, this one literally flipped around. The Jack of Air, the Five of Water, King. Look at all these. Okay, I was looking for more. Honestly, okay, I think I got the answer. I did. So, within 2 months, or before May, intuitively, this is what I'm picking up on. You've been mastering your emotions. You've been mastering your, well, creating a master plan, the Magician. But with the aces here, what these are saying is that the next time that you do have the opportunity to move, it may come on quite suddenly, unexpectedly, which means you need to be prepared. You need to have all your stuff together and be willing to go, keeping in mind that the money is going to be there and everything will fall into place for you. And many of you are probably going to have to take that leap of faith. But this leap of faith is going to be you taking action towards an opportunity to move when all of that information is presented to you. So you're going to know what you're taking that leap of faith towards, which will allow you to move. So technically between February and May, so this is over the next 2 to 3 months, it's very likely and very possible that you will be moving into an entirely new home, an entirely new location. It's not somewhere that's going to be far away from where you're living, meaning not another country or not. It really just kind of depends on where you live. But this isn't indicating a far distance type of move. It also really depends on the magic that you're working, what you believe in, the power you have the ability to create and manifest for you. So will and can you be moving soon? Yes. Pile number 1. I hope you enjoyed this video reading. If you did, please click the like button. You're welcome to choose another pile if you were drawn to another pile as well. And I will see you in the next video. Bye for now. Hey there, group number 2. Will you be moving soon? This is your pick a card reading for today. If you were drawn to the yellow fluorite crystal, the yellow calcite crystal, if you're drawn to this treehouse, will you be moving soon? Let's find out. What do you need to know? Let's put this, we're going to keep this right in the middle. But I also want to pull another card from this deck. I'm going to be recording a couple of more pick a card readings today. The next one is about your financial situation. Okay, so for you, new beginnings. And what more do we need to know? For group number 2, will group number 2 be moving soon? There's Thunderbolt. Wow. This pile is different from pile number 1, but it's similar to, which I find really strange. Experiencing. Let's pull some astrology oracle. Will you be moving soon? It really kind of depends on your life path and your experience right now, what you need to experience. I feel like I want both of these for some reason. Okay, so there's Uranus, sudden unexpected. That definitely resonates. Honestly, I'm going to give you all 3 because it kind of makes sense. So it's very possible for those of you who chose group number 2, if you have an opportunity to relocate somewhere for the purpose of a full-time job, yes, you will have the opportunity to move. You will be moving soon. But this, again, it depends on your career, your life your path, your destiny, your midheaven, and also your life's experiences. If it's time for you to grow and to learn, if it's necessary for you to move to a different location for the sake of your experience and your own personal growth, of course, you will be moving soon. However, this move is going to happen suddenly, unexpectedly, and it's going to trigger you, or it's going to be asking you to make a sudden, unexpected decision. That's why Uranus is here. It's like an unexpected change. I know for a fact that right now Uranus is transiting Taurus, which is grounded. It's an earth sign. It's an earth energy. But within the next few months, Uranus is going to be moving into Gemini, which is air. It's not grounded whatsoever. So there's also Mercury here. Meaning, if you believe that you need to move for the sake of your survival, yeah, you're definitely going to be able to move soon. And again, these are mostly related to your career. So if you're going to be moving, it's most likely a job opportunity that's going to be made available for you to relocate, to go somewhere else, so that you can continue to grow or build your financial strength to support yourself. I'm going to pull some tarot cards to get a little bit more specific. The timing of things really just depends on your personal astrology transits. If you'd love to learn more about your astrology transits, I encourage you to sign up on my Patreon, where I can teach you how to trust your intuition and how to understand your astrology transits. If you're interested in that, check out my Patreon. The link is down below. Well, it's below the video. It's near the timestamp somewhere. Oh, do we want these two cards? Probably. Wow. So the moon card is just something that's hidden. It's something that you don't see coming quite yet, which is probably why if you have an opportunity to move, it's going to be a sudden, unexpected job opportunity. So let me put it this way. There isn't anything here that says that you are destined to move into another home anytime soon. But if you make the decision, if you decide that you're ready for a new experience, and you tell your spirit guides, I'm ready for something new, I'm ready for a new job or a new career or a new location, and I want to be able to move, I need to be able to earn enough money, or I need something to support me that allows me to move so that I can better take care of myself or my family financially. When you make that decision and you start looking for another job in another location, this is what's going to start the process for you that will help you to move. Remember, life happens from you. So it's important for you to take the initiative and to decide to choose you're ready for a new beginning. So how quickly might this happen? Honestly, with the numbers on the cards, it could happen at any time. My best advice for you, if I'm allowed to give my personal advice, look for an area that is needing workers. But also you might have more options where you wish to choose as far as the location is concerned. Usually areas that have high tourism offer a lot of job opportunities. But if you already have your eye on a certain location, then really all you need to do is just start going online, do the research to find out what kind of jobs are available in the area that you wish to be living in, because I really do feel like it's connected to your career. For some of you, this new home location could be resonating with your own health. If you need to move to improve your health, like better quality air, or if there's too much smoke where you're living now and it's not really good for your health or your breathing, then there is great potential that you can find somewhere else to move to that will help you with your health and your wellness too. And so again, as far as timing is concerned, it can happen as soon as you start looking for a job opportunity. And if they're ready to hire and they say, okay, well, maybe some of you will get lucky and they will offer to pay to help you to move. But really, it's up to you to start the initiative and start looking for that and choosing for yourself, making that decision that you're ready to go. You're ready to have a new experience. And universe will show up and support you in this way too. So, will or can you be moving soon? Pile number 2, yes, absolutely, definitely. But it also comes with that job. So, yeah, or taking care of your health and your daily routine. Anyway, this is the best way I can interpret this. I hope this inspires you. Now you know what you need to do to take action towards. Group number 2, I hope you enjoyed the video reading. I will be back soon with another pick a card reading. Well, I'm going to do a couple more pick a card readings today as well. So stay tuned for those. But I hope you enjoyed this. If you did, please do click the like button. And I will see you in another video. Bye for now. Hey there, group number 3. Will you be moving soon? Curious minds want to know. So welcome to this pick a card reading. This is just one of, I hope to do 2 or 3 pick a card readings for you today. The second one will be about your financial future. The third one should be a longer, more detailed, everything that you need to know sort of thing. So let's just start with your messages. Will you be moving soon? Is it possible? Or is it just something that you're wishing for? So group 3, if you chose the Dragon's Blood, the light isn't really doing it justice, but if you chose the Dragon's Blood Jasper, let's just dive into, I'm going to put this here. Let's dive into your messages. What do you need to know? So taking a look at this is temple, your heart chakra, enlightenment, independence, realizations. Yeah, let me pull some more cards and see. It's like, there is something, yeah, need more cards. Let's get more information for group number 3. So what does group number 3 need to know? Passage, interesting. I kind of want to pull another card for group number 3. Well, there was that one, but there was also this one. I don't want both. Okay, so there's Maple Spirit, Generosity, and Flow. Interesting. These 3 cards keep it. Maybe I will keep all 4 cards. It's almost encouraging you to trust the process, to go with the flow. You will be enlightened or inspired when it's time, if there is a possibility for you to move. But this next move or transition in your life is happening in alignment with your spiritual growth and your spiritual path, which is why you've got the tree here. So good luck and good fortune is going to show up for you to expand the opportunities in your life. And that's what's going to provide you the opportunity to move. So we need to get some more information here. Group number 3. Interesting. When I was looking at enlightenment and these solar flares, I was thinking of the sun, and then now there's creator, which also makes me think of the sun. So the next time you move, it's connected with your sun transit. Oh, sun transiting your 4th house, which could be a change of home, change of location. Wow, what's this card that jumped out? Interesting, past lives. Let me keep that there for a minute. I'm curious. There's something spiritual here. And when it comes to spiritual, it's not obvious. So the next place you're moving to is a place that you deeply resonate with. It's a place that you feel you're being called towards it. You're being drawn to it. Oh, so this may be a location that you have lived in the past or in a past life. Because, okay, this might sound kind of weird to some of you, but what I have discovered as far as my life is concerned, the places that I have lived in my lifetime have ended up bringing me memories from past lifetimes. So I feel like the places that I have relocated to in my life have been locations where I lived in a past life that I don't remember, but there was a reason why it called me there. And there are certain things that I needed to experience while in that location. So it's almost like it's saying, follow your north, your true north, your compass. Follow your heart, your body. You're being guided towards your next home location. Let's pull one more card for, is it this one? Beyond Illusion. Okay. I kind of feel like this, where you're, okay. You're being called back to the trees or the wilderness or an area where there's a lot of wildlife or natural scenery. Because this next home location needs to support you on your spiritual journey, but it also needs to be peaceful, serene, and bring you the ability to actually do your spiritual work or creative work or energy work. If you chose this pile and you resonate, then you know exactly what I mean. It's like I don't even have to explain to you how this is calling you. So let's pull some cards from the Astrology Oracle and get a little bit more information. This card really wants to come out. So group number 3, Pluto, of course. Okay, your beliefs and what you value. It's like do or die, resurrection, returning to somewhere that you were before. Oh my gosh, okay. I'm going to throw something out there and you tell me if this resonates with you or not. It doesn't have to. But as far as this, so the next location you're moving to, you're going back to, is either somewhere that you lived already in this life. Maybe you had to move away from that location for a reason. Maybe you had to move away for financial reasons because there was a lot of upheaval happening in your life and you needed to reclaim something. You've been working on your spiritual path. But for whatever reason you left that area, the next move you're going to make is going to be returning to that area. But now you have, let me put it this way, if you felt like you needed to leave the area because you weren't supported, either by other people or financially or career-wise or otherwise, this is why you're going to be moving back to this location. And again, this might be somewhere that you've lived in this lifetime, or you're going to be returning to an area that you lived in a past life where you weren't you weren't able to remain there because you weren't stable there. It's the best way I can describe this. But you've been going through some sort of metamorphosis, a transformation, if you will. And so whatever area you were dreaming about moving to, or if you are visualizing, imagining where you really want to be living, where you really feel like you need to be living, then everything is going to start showing up for you. As soon as you decide you're ready to go back there again, everything else is going to start lining up for you. The resources, your financial needs, your strength, your know-how, your confidence, and your willingness to take that step to go back to that location. Wow, this is the best way I can interpret your pile. Let's pull some tarot cards. But this isn't you also. It's almost as if you need to go back to this location to prove to yourself that whatever caused you to move away in the first place, it didn't break you. Maybe you just had to get away to gather up your bearings or your strength or your financial resources. Maybe you have changed in the process, but it's almost like it's not a test. It's something that you need to do for yourself to return to this area to prove to yourself that it didn't beat you. Maybe it just wasn't the right time for you to remain in that location in the past. So everything is happening in perfect timing, in alignment with your life, your path, your lessons, your destiny, and your money, your financial stability. What's funny here, so you've got the Seven of Swords. I'm feeling like you left this location in the past because you were trying to get away from something, or maybe you had to get away from someone and you had to leave the area completely to regain your own financial stability. So however this is resonating for you, this is what's transpiring that is leading up to your next move into another location, into a new home. So there's the Four of Pentacles. Oh, look at this. The 4 and the 7 added together is 11, which is the number of enlightenment. Well, how synchronistic is that? Quite synchronistic, I believe. So the number 11, enlightenment. Yeah, you needed to retreat, to remember yourself, to reclaim your strength, your gifts, your power. Wow. I really do. So as far as when, if you're going to be moving soon, let's look at these other cards. It's really up to you and your bold determination when you feel like you're ready. Once you believe in that and you're ready to move, then things are going to start lining up for you. Life really does happen that way, but you have to be confident in yourself and ready and willing to move. This one literally jumped out of the deck, didn't it? So your resources, it's almost as if you had to leave the situation or the location to reclaim yourself, to rebuild yourself, your emotional support, your self-esteem, to find yourself, to love yourself. Wow. I don't know how long you've been gone from this location. Again, it could be somewhere from a past life. But there are reasons why any of us moves anywhere in this lifetime. It's because our soul has lived there in a past lifetime, at least. So there's, right, 6 of Wands. Oh, so I'm thinking there's great potential for you to move your physical geographical location over the next 4 months. Again, it really just depends on you, your life, your purpose, your work, your career, your resources, and your readiness, your willingness to move. And also trusting that you have everything that you need. So you've been rebuilding. You've been rebuilding yourself and your strength. Right? Even this is resonating with nature scenes. So group 3, it is very possible that you will be moving soon. Like even within, well, I already mentioned, within the next 4 months. Now noticing here the number 4 and Sun, which is the creator, as far as the astrology transit is concerned. This could also be Mars too. But usually if you are familiar with your transit astrology, usually when the Sun or Mars or Venus are traveling through your 6th house, your 4th house, your 2nd house, these are usually indicators of a potential physical move to another location. So if you're looking at your own astrology transit, look to see where yours are moving at this time, and it should also reveal the likeliness and the potential that's going to support you in moving to a new home. So I hope you enjoyed this quick video reading, pile number 3. If you did, please do click the like button. And if you're interested in learning more about how to understand your transits, your astrology, and your cycles, then I welcome you to come find me on Patreon. I offer coaching via posting, but you can also request a mini reading from me as well there. So come and check out my Patreon if you're curious. Other than that, have a wonderful day, and I'll see you in another video. Bye for now. Hey there, group number 4. Welcome to your pick a card reading for today. This is pick a card reading number 1. Sorry, I'm like trying to get stuff off the bottom of the table. So will you be moving soon is the theme of this pick a card reading. I'm going to do another pick a card about your financial future, and then hopefully another pick a card with more deeper details about your situation. But right now, will you be moving soon? If you were drawn to this Mystic Meadow Sanctuary, or the fox, the rabbit, and the bear, there's something in the background. I'm not sure if that's, it kind of looks like it's a farm or a village. That could be a church in the background, sanctuary. If you're drawn to the angel Aura Quartz, let's just get your other cards and find out how likely you are to be moving soon. So let's pull another card from this deck. I think it's Enchanted Forest, Mystic Forest, something like that. Okay, there is no card popping out, so let's try it this way. Acceptance. Let's put these over here for group number 4. Interesting. Wow. So compromise, projections, like life is your mirror right now. Outsider. It's almost as if, okay, the reason why you're wanting to move, it's very possible, the reason why you're wanting to move is because you want to escape a situation. You're wanting to avoid having to deal with something. So this could be wanting to avoid having to deal with yourself or your emotions or your fears or your health. There's something deeper that's going on. But there's also naturally an astrology transit that is causing you to feel like you want to go somewhere else or be somewhere else, or you want to just escape the scene or even escape reality. These are some really deep messages. So right now you're in the process of becoming more aware of your truth, or the truth of the reason why you're experiencing, well, whatever it is that you're dealing with in your present reality. Sometimes in order to move forward, first we have to accept where we are in the present moment, which is easier said than done, but this is the perfect description of these cards. So let me pull some astrology oracle and get a little bit more information for group number 4. So there's 11th house, Venus. I'm going to pull another card for you. Group number 4, the Sun. Okay, so for some of you, what this astrology oracle is saying, it's very possible, let me fix these. It's very possible that you're seeing something on the internet or on your social media which looks really enticing to you. And so that's making you wish that you could be there. But is this a pipe dream? Are you being real with yourself, or are you wanting to just escape your current situation? You're being tested right now. That's what these cards are saying. And I completely understand sometimes reality is very difficult to deal with. But you can start gaining a deeper understanding about your reality or why you're experiencing the kind of life that you are. If you're interested in learning more about your personal astrology, Look at your Mercury or Neptune placements, and even the houses that you were born with. This is definitely part of your life path, your purpose, and your lessons. And right now, all these are reminding you or encouraging you to just accept who you are right now in the present moment, accept where you are and where you are living. Remember that many things can and do change, and so can you. So this is even saying that many of you are probably experiencing a life-changing transit where you might be uncertain about where you want to be or who you even are. But even that is only temporary. It's challenging you, it's testing you, it's encouraging you to dig deeper. You know, what's most important to you at this time? So these are life lessons. If you hear a lot of people, including readers, talk about your life lessons and this is what you need to do next, or that sort of thing, or even law of attraction, these are the situations that all of us are put into at some point or time in our lives. And sometimes we're put in this situation multiple times so that we can check in, do a self-check, make sure we're on the right track. Is this something that I really want? Is it something that I don't want? Do I feel good about myself, my life, my relationships? Or, things for you to consider, things for you to ask yourself. It's really important right now to be able to make the best decision for you. So as far as moving is concerned, I'm going to put this over here. I want to pull some tarot cards. Are you likely to be moving soon? So again, group number 4, there's Emperor, there's Knight of Cups, there's Death, Endings. Interesting. So there's World, honestly, okay. You might be experiencing like a deep knowing shift, facing fears, realizing your truth, or even, finding your own truth, your purpose, what is right for you. Maybe you've been living your life for others your entire lifetime, and in a weird sort of way, this kind of resonates with a Saturn return. Saturn returns actually put us in this kind of predicament every 30 years, roughly, as we move through life, just to do a self-check to see if this is still fulfilling the path, the life, the experience, the job, everything. And so many of you, I feel like there are other significant influences that are causing you to want to move somewhere else, especially if you see something in social media. But keep in mind what other people are experiencing, what other people are having, especially those motivational speakers that are saying, you can manifest this too. Well, it depends on your birthday, your astrology, your life path, your purpose, and your destiny, whether or not you can actually have what somebody else wants. That's the truth. The more you can understand about your own life path, purpose, etc., the better choices that you're going to be able to make for yourself. But there's definitely, it almost feels like things are up in the air for you right now, and everything might be calling you back to pay attention to what you love, how you feel, focus on your health, mentally, emotionally, physically, spiritually, because life is a mirror. If you don't have an opportunity to move somewhere else right now, group number 4, then you're not supposed to be moving. But if right now you have the option to move, then naturally this is in your life plan, aka your blueprint. If the option is there and if you feel it's right, then, do what you feel like you really need to do. But if the option isn't there, then it's more like you're experiencing some sort of escapism, which is something that happens through your astrology transits. It's affecting your mind, your psyche, your empowerment in a way that makes you want to escape. And this happens to everyone, but sometimes they're short-term experiences and transits, and for other people, this is a longer-term transitional transit, feeling uncertain or wanting to escape. Some people, these transits can last for years. It really goes back to your birth date, your astrology, and your current transits, and your life path theme, the purpose. What are you here to experience? How does your soul want to grow? And it's okay if you feel like you're up in the air and you're not quite sure. Then that in itself is your answer. You really don't need to be moving anywhere at all. Maybe you're dreaming somebody else's dream that you see on TV. Something to think about, but is it really something that is right for you? Okay. So these are the messages for today. Will you be moving soon? I'm not getting any indicator that you will be, pile number 4, but again, it's important to look at your own potentials and what's available, what's being offered to you right now. But I'm getting a no, not necessarily for group number 4. So I hope you enjoyed this video reading. If you did, please do click the like button. If you'd love to learn more about the astrology transits and how they affect your life, I welcome you to find me on Patreon. You can even receive a mini reading every month if you want to know more about your personal transits, to understand them, to help you with something in your life. Of course, I also offer private readings too. So it's up to you if you want to know more about the truth, if you're ready to take control or gain more knowledge over, the bigger reasons for your cycles and your experiences, then feel free to reach out to me. Meanwhile, again, I hope you enjoyed this video. If you resonate, please do click the like button. I'm wishing you a wonderful day, and I will see you in another video. Bye for now.